Wow, it's week 9. Week 9. I'm so glad that you're here in accountability group. Now, for those of you who are here that are doing foundational goals, that you've recalibrated, many of you got to week 9 and you have changed everything from when you first started, and that's pretty normal. One of the things that I like about week 9 is it's almost where you start to go, I can do this. We just have 3 more weeks to kind of close out this group. And so for those of you who have a really important goal that you want to get finished, get cooking. This is your chance to really give yourself extra time, open up your timelines a little bit, and really give yourself the things that you need to finish. For those of you who had goals that you had to pare down, this is also a really great time to go, maybe that's what I'll put on my next 12 weeks. So the other thing that you will be starting to think about is it usually happens in week 9. Sometimes it happens in week 10, where you start to kind of maybe build a little bit of goal anxiety. If you're getting goal anxiety, the best advice is to just stop and take a breath and just go, okay, what if I can't get it done in 3 weeks? How many weeks do I need? And a lot of times we are very over optimistic about how much stuff we can get done. And a lot of people come into the 12-week year, and what they want is they want to be able to create this magical, the most success they've ever had. And what happens is as you reach out with other people who are in their truth, who are speaking their truth, and that's the other thing that happens with this group is this is a lot of high achieving people. And you get into week 9 and you realize through this process that you've heard other people's truth and you have to look at yours differently. And this is where you really start to take on that rebellion of saying, I have to think about who I am differently, and I get to do that. And remembering, for those of you who are asking to take some space in your life, to say, I'm going to give myself space. And giving yourself space means, right? It's an act of rebellion. It's an act of rebellion to not let the world keep pushing in on you. It's an act of rebellion to claim your own journey. So when you are thinking about this next week ahead, I would enjoy your journey. I would also take this time to review the notes that you've taken. If you haven't been taking notes regularly, I would just give yourself about 30 minutes as a tactic this week and to start taking notes on your process, because that is the magic of doing this regularly, is understanding what your process is. And some of the process that you've all thought about is that you hate having a big to-do list. And that is correct. But you do need tactics that help you get through. And what is happening is that all of you are getting a lot better at tactics. And those tactics are these things that are, right, they don't take that long, just brush your teeth kind of long, are these really simple rules for yourself. And so those tactics might be that you're going to eat sweets only one time a day, was one that came up, or that you're going to make sure that you focus on 2 healthy meals, or that you're going to make sure that you have 30 minutes that you're out doing exercise. These are things that will lead you on your path. And the goal that all of us have, right? I only have one goal for everyone, and that is to be well within. And to be able to do that, you have to learn what is well within. And many of you have been growing in so many other ways. This is the first time you've been able to take a minute and think about what does make you well within. And it's really helpful to do that in a group, because you can all speak your truth. And a lot of times when one person speaks their truth about what's going on behind the scenes for them, it really encourages my own truth, or it encourages in a new way that you can hear something. Sometimes the way somebody says something, it the language itself just feels different. So that's the fun part of group. I love group. I love having you in group. And I love that you're doing the work. And the work is paying attention. And remember, we are blessed to be a blessing. And the first part about being blessed to be a blessing is that we have to bless our own lives. And I do really appreciate that you're taking the time to be your own best blessing, to give yourself grace and be courteous to your own process. So it is week 9, just 3 more weeks, and then it's a break, and I will see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye.